Hello friends, this is Utkarsh Gautam. Today we will talk about Naxalism. Nowadays, the problem of Naxalism is not only for the soldiers but also every other Indians, every citizens. Today I want to say that our government should take responsibility because Naxalism is an obstacle to growth. Naxalism is not a political issue, so no argument, no debates, only work versus Naxalism and Naxalite. And after that, I'm sure we will saw the Naxal free India. Naxalite believe Naxalites believe in the cult of bomb and the gun. They indulge in violence by whatever available means. Naxalism started in India in 1984 in Punjab. For the last 2 decades, it has been a great menace, not only in Chhattisgarh but also every other parts in India. We should know that what's the reason of Naxalism. I think poverty. At the national level, 46% of all Adivasis live below the poverty line, which means almost half of India's original inhabitants go to bed every night starving. Therefore, the Naxal are targeting the poor to get their recruits. There is no dearth of the poor in India. For the example, the rural tribal villagers in Chhattisgarh live on less than 35% a day of the almost lowest in India. The spirit of Naxalism is an indication of the sense of depression and alienation that is a sweeping over of the large section of our nation. I know that deployment of the forces hands already full and the government has some plans. The government will be investing 1500 crore to fight the Naxals. This money will be used to provide critical mobility to the forces, secure camping grounds and helipads at strategic locations, and build basic roads for the forces so they have mobility in otherwise inaccessible areas. But I want to suggest that government should have proposed three strategy to combat Naxalism. I suggest gain confidence to local people by talking up more welfare relative activities, build up in, build up infrastructure in Naxal affected areas and generate employment, and last and very important, launch joint security operations with neighboring state to the eliminate left-wing extremists. Okay, that's my suggestions for central government, and I hope our government will thinking on their suggestions. I hope. Jai Hind.